Our resident attorney is Brother Mohamed Altaaf Raoof, the director of a Durban-based law firm with a specialisation in labour law. Scotty's LLB degree obtained from UKZN, also specialising in criminal law and civil law. Somewhat of a general legal eagle. Altaaf, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Shah. Assalamu alaikum to our listeners.
How are you doing this morning?
Alhamdulillah, all good. How are you?
I'm good. We're taking bookings at the moment at reception for the Wills Week and General Legal Advice Clinic. That's been going on since last week.
Correct. We opened that up last week.
Yeah.
Everybody, and their nanny, all welcome to.
Nanny can come to
contact us if you want to get a will done. And we speak about our dedicated team of attorneys, and one of the people that always makes themselves available is joining us in studio today.
Absolutely. We're talking about something many of us tend to put off: writing a will. Joining us in studio is attorney Shaista from Shaista Attorneys. Now, assalamu alaikum, Shaista, welcome.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and very good morning to all of our listeners today.
Thank you for making the long drive down to Overport and joining us in studio this morning. Let's start with the basics. Why is having a will so important?
Nishal, I always say that having a will is not really about death. It's about taking care of the people and of the things that matter to you whilst you're still alive. A will may allow you to clearly state what happens to your assets upon your death, and it also will give you an opportunity to make decisions about your estate instead of leaving those decisions to the law. And importantly, it must be remembered, having a will isn't only for the wealthy. If you own a home, have savings, a vehicle, personal belongings, or most importantly, have minor children and dependents, you should seriously consider having a valid will.
What happens if someone dies without a will in South Africa?
If you happen to die without a will in South Africa, you have considered to have died interstate. This simply means that your estate will be distributed in accordance with the Interstate Succession Act. This doesn't necessarily mean that your family will inherit nothing. It simply means the law will determine who inherits and on what proportions they would have inherited. This is an issue that you may not have wanted because, for example, you may have wanted to bequeath something to a particular child, a sibling, or a family member. But if you don't have a will, you can't choose who's going to actually get that benefit.
So, in a sense, having a will gives you control.
Absolutely. It will allows you to say, these are my wishes, and this is how I want my estate to be dealt with. It will also help, to reduce uncertainty and potential family conflicts that may surface.
What about parents with young children? Is a will particularly important for them?
Nasmira, I'd say it's extremely important. If you have minor children, your will can provide for how your estate will benefit them, and it will also express your wishes regarding who you would like to care for your children should both parents die. Parents often spend so much time planning their children's education, birthdays, holidays in future. But, estate planning is another important part of protecting your children. And one of the biggest misconceptions that we have is that if a child inherits money, they will simply receive it directly. There are legal considerations when minor children inherit, which is why proper estate planning is so imperative here.
Tell us about appointing an executor, please.
Okay, so appointment of an executor, Nishal, is a very important part of a will. Your executor, in essence, is responsible for the administration of your estate. The executor deals with the assets and the liabilities, the settling of debts, and ultimately distributing the estate to the beneficiaries in accordance with the law. Choosing someone you trust is so important because they need to understand this responsibility that's involved in being an executor of your will.
Shaista, people often say, I don't have enough assets to need a will. What would you say to that?
Okay, Nazimera, to that I would say, don't measure the importance of a will by the size of your bank account. You might think that you don't have much, but your home, Your vehicle, your savings, your investments, your jewelry, any sentimental belongings and assets all form part of your estate. Most importantly, your will is about your wishes and your loved ones. You don't need to be wealthy again to have your estate planned.
So how often should people review their wills?
Okay, a will should be reviewed whenever there is a significant life change, for example, marriage, divorce, the birth of a child, death of a beneficiary, whereby you acquire a significant asset, or where there's changes in accordance with your family circumstances. These are very good reasons to review your will. I would say it's a good idea, if nothing major changes, to periodically look at your will and make sure it reflects what you initially wished. So I would say this would be between a 6-month to an annual review on your will.
Right.
Before we wrap up, Shaista, if you could give our listener one message about wills, what would that message be?
Nazmira, the message would be, don't wait for a crisis to have a conversation about your estate. Writing a will is not tempting fate, but it's planning responsibly. We insure our cars, we insure ourselves, we insure our businesses because we want to protect what matters to us. A will is another form of protection, but this time it's about protecting your wishes and providing clarity for the people you leave behind. Because, remember, it's your legacy, your wishes, and your will.
So, Shaista, thank you very much. And, I think that's a message we all need to hear. Don't leave important decisions for your family to make when you are no longer here to make them yourself.
Absolutely, Nishal. And in concluding, my message would be, plan today to protect tomorrow.
I think that's a wonderful message. Thank you very much again, Shaista Miha. Altaaf, let's recap for everybody listening in. Date, time, venue, expectations. What are we serving for lunch? How much of parking is available? Is there an entrance fee? What's the story? Tell me about it.
Okay, 19th September 2026. It's a Saturday. We're looking at running from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Attendance would be by booking. Your attendance fee would be 1 chocolate for Nazmira.
No, don't even do that. She's not well.
Yes, please. Thank
Parking, pretty much, is what, over 100 parking bays easily.
Yeah.
So parking won't be an issue for people who have limited mobility in terms of walking with a walking aid or something of that nature. That's why we went with the 189 hall over the conference center.
Yes,
it's simply easier for a elderly person or a person who uses some sort of walking aid to get into the 189 venue over the conference venue. Bookings are currently open. If you haven't made your booking and you want either legal advice or you want a free basic will drafted, please call in to reception during the normal business hours. That's 8 to 4. And make your booking. At this point, I know bookings have been made. I'm not certain on the number.
Yeah.
But in that last week leading up to this event, we will be in contact with you and we will tell you, listen, come in at a certain time and you will be assisted.
So it's absolutely free?
Absolutely free.
For all the attorneys?
All the attorneys. Well, if you want something, and I always say this, if you want something beyond the basic service that's provided,
yes,
then obviously you'll have to make an appointment with an attorney and go through the normal processes.
There you go. So, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, wherever you're listening in from or watching in from this morning, you call 031 208 1601. Again, that's 031 208 1601 and book your space for the Free Wills Week event, which is going to include free legal advice clinic as well. A whole host of qualified attorneys in the room representing a variety of legal firms to give you the best advice possible. Altaaf will be there. Shaista Miha definitely is going to be there. I'll be there. I'm not going to offer you any advice whatsoever except for lock your door. right? But you can book today, 031-208-1601, and we'd love to be able to offer you the assistance that you need. Now, when you call in, you're going to need your name, your surname, the area of law that you are interested in. If it's the will, then just let them know. Listen, we're coming in for Wills Week. It's going to be me. And if you're booking for others as well, Altaaf, what's the process there?
Okay. And thanks for bringing this up.
Yes.
We did speak about it last week, but
Yes.
I think we need to reiterate it. If you are booking for multiple people, please inform the person who's taking down your details that you're booking for 2 people, you're booking for 3 people, and give each individual person's name and contact number.
Yeah.
Because we've had this at virtually every event where we run a booking system where we allocate you about 25 minutes with the attorney, and then for one booking 4 people are there,
And then 25 minutes is not
and
enough.
4 people, 1 wills.
Yeah.
It puts our entire booking system out of sync, and we now gotta chop and change and try and figure things out. But so please, if there are multiple people coming in, it's not an issue. You can even say to us, listen, all 4 of us, there's 4 of us coming in, all 4 of us want to go to the same attorney.
Yeah, do that.
Not an issue. We'll allocate you accordingly, and hopefully things will run very, very smoothly in that way.
All right, get your pen and paper ready. Get your phone out, your tablet, something. Grab your kid with a corky pen. You can write this phone number on their forehead. However you want to take it down, because I'm getting messages saying, please, can I have the number? I'm going to read it out to you one more time. Please write it down. For bookings, Ansaar reception, 031-208-1601. That's 031-208-1601. It's not very often that I get a potentially legal question that I can answer. So with 2 attorneys here to tell me, Nishal, you're wrong, let me answer the question. Assalamu alaikum. Transfer of property is plus minus. What's the cost of transfer? Depends on the value of the property. You didn't give me that information, so I can't answer you.
Correct.
Hey, look at me go. No, I'm kidding. Why elaborate on the correct?
Because you'd have to provide the actual value of the property in order for us to look at what, the conveyancing fees would be, the transfer fees would be. It's all according to tariff, but it just depends on what the actual value of the property is in order for an accurate,
Assessment.
answer and assessment to be given to you.
So let me throw you a curveball. Valuation of the property that you're talking about, is it the estate agent's valuation or the municipal valuation?
It could be either or. It could be the estate value given to you by the municipality, or it could be what you've got an estate agent to come through and to evaluate the property for you, depending on what. Because remember, when you're getting a municipal evaluation on a property, it's based on what the municipality has. When an estate agent comes through to you, they're looking at the extras that you would have put into the property, etc., and based on that, they are obviously giving you an amount.
So which one will give me the lower transfer fee?
Generally,
Hey, the way I want to put these fellas in a corner.
Generally, Altaaf is correct. It would be the municipal valuation.
Oh, man, it's time to go. Shaista, thank you so very much for making the journey this morning. I know it was a bit of a long drive, especially in traffic. With the roads being what it is, we do appreciate you and you coming through. We're looking forward to seeing you at the Wills Week event, and safe driving back.
Thank you. It was only a pleasure. Nishal, Altaaf, thank you for having me here today.
Our pleasure. Altaaf, time to go. If we want to talk to you personally on other matters, how would we get a hold of you?
you can drop me an email. The email address is altaaf@raooflaw. That's it today. Give it to you again, altaaf@raooflaw. That's it today. Might take a day or two depending how busy I am to respond to you, but you'll get a response.
There you go.